welcome to my channel Deep Astro Universe. Today I'll be talking about the transit of Jupiter in the Taurus sign, uh, and the transit is happening on the 1st of May 2024. It's a very beautiful transit for all of you, and so it's a very beautiful transit for all of you uh, because certainly the Jeev Karak Jupiter is considered to expand the characteristics of the zodiac sign. So, because Taurus represents the wealth and family stability, there you will see increase or expansion. So, somewhere this transit will be a relief for most of the lagnas and rashis. I won't give a vague, uh, you know, uh, answer to each and every lagna that this transit can bring, a sudden jump in your life, because everything depends on your Mahadasha, Antadasha, and Pratyantadasha. So, how you are going through your Mahadasha, Antar, and Pratyantar, the major results will come from there, and this particularly transit in the Taurus sign will impact your uh, life in a way that it has to. Like, suppose your Mahadasha is connected to Jupiter. Okay, your Antadasha is connected to Jupiter, your Pratyantar is connected to Jupiter, then definitely the transit will impact you. But if it is not, then the transit won't impact you. But the because this transit of Jupiter happens for 1 year, then definitely in this 1 year, for few days or month or two, maybe the event trigger related to your Mahadasha, Antar, and Pratyantar. So, before I begin, I would like to tell you that whatever house is represented by Jupiter, this Jupiter taking the energy of those houses will try to expand the characteristics of the Taurus sign. I hope you understand what I am saying. Now, suppose for Aries Lagna, the Jupiter sign represents in your Lagna Rashi 9th house and 12th house. So, bringing the energy of 9th and 12th house in your second house of Taurus sign, it will increase the characteristics of that house. So, ninth house is your dharma, your luck, your high education, your father, your bosses, your pilgrimages, all these things, your travels. 12th house is all about your foreign travels, your expenditures, your losses, but somewhere it is even connected to spirituality, yogic practices. If you are somewhere connected to those areas where it involves charitable things or selfless service, there also these all connections will come to your, you know, now second house. So, somewhere there is a possibility for you to go away from your home to some different place to get a stability in your money and family, in your wealth and family. And this travel will definitely bring lot of good things related to your daily routine life, your service. Even you will see a decrease in your health issues at this time. Even whatever transformations are going to come, that will be for your own betterment. You will see a change in your work environment, work life. There will definitely be certain degree of change over there, and that change can be of any type. Maybe suddenly your salary get increased, or you are promoted to some other place. Maybe you are posted to some other place, okay, from what you were earlier posted in. So, this was for Aries. Now, coming to Taurus. For Taurus, energy of 8th and 11th house, okay, is coming to your first house. that is of Jupiter in the first house, what it will give is sudden changes, sudden transformation, suddenly lot of gains, opportunities, the desires you had will come up to you. Okay, suddenly will come up to you. And this Jupiter being the Jeev Karak, the energy of a dharma, energy of, you know, uh, all the beautiful things, the guru will come up to you. The another guru, which is represented by Taurus sign, Venus, which talks about even the beauty for you in your case, because it's the first house, even your intelligence and wisdom, your personality. So it will come up to you, and it will expand your wealth and family. Now, because this first house Jupiter is going to aspect your fifth house, your seventh house, and your ninth house, what's going to happen is your uh, Trikona houses are going to get activated, which talks about your Purva Punya karmas. And um, the activation of fifth house can somewhere trigger the event related to your progeny, childbirth, or any kind of a relationship. If you wanted to do something in your education related to creativity, it will increase your intelligence, your wisdom. Then you have chances to start a new business in partnership. You can even get married. You can go for higher education. Your luck will favor you. You can go for pilgrimage also. So these all things can happen for all the Taurus Lagna Rashi people. Now for Gemini, this is happening in your 12th house. Now the energy of 7th and 10th house is going in your 12th house. Now, seventh house is all about business partnership, marriage, and 10th is all about career and status. This energy going in 12th house somewhere talks about that there could be expenditure, okay, related to your own family, related to your own, maybe for you want to eat something, you want to spend on yourself, or you want to increase your money also. Okay, or to increase your money, or you want to do something, you can go for investment also, any kind of, that can also happen. But even this can get you an opportunity to work abroad. This can also happen at this time. Now similarly, because this transit is happening in your 12th house, it is going to aspect your fourth house, your sixth house, and your eighth house. The fourth house will somewhere increase the comforts and happiness in your life. Sixth house talks about your daily routine life. So it will somewhere help you in the daily work. If you wanted to do something, if you wanted to start a new service, a new role, then it can begin in your life. Okay. Eighth house talks about transformations. Jupiter here will bring transformations, but along with it, what anxiety you can get will somewhere be reduced because of the drishti of Jupiter. Because the drishti of Jupiter, the aspect of Jupiter, is called the elixir, the amrit. कहते हैं जुपिटर की दृष्टि में बृहस्पति दृष्टि aspect has got amrit. Okay, that's the reason. The only thing you need to uh, control is your expenditure. Expenditures are definitely going to come and along with all this. Okay, why I'm saying expenditures are going to come along with it, because certainly when this Jupiter will transit in your 12th house, this will definitely cause any kind of uh, travels. Okay, that can even be related to your career and work, okay, for your business and even for your marriage also. Similarly, for the Cancer Lagna Rashi people, this transit will be happening in your 11th house. Now, the energy of 6th house and 9th house is going in your 11th house. 6th house is what? Your daily routine work life, okay, your health issues, your, your, or the loan, whatever the litigations and fights you have, everything. And along with that, 9th house, your luck, your bosses, your higher education, your dharma, your father. You're taking that energy towards the 11th house for the expansion of 11th house. So now your own, you know, your daily service that you are doing, okay, your duties you are doing, your dharmas you are doing towards your work, towards your society, your family, everything, your luck will favor you to expand your gains and opportunities, to bring lot of, you know, money and family stability in your life. So it will come in the form of desires being fulfilled, and the aspect is going in the 5th house, 7th house, and the 9th house. So this will aspect is going on the 3rd house, the 5th house, and the 7th house. So this will somewhere activate your 5th house, which talks about relationship, the bonds, the intelligence, the creativity, progeny. It talks about childbirth, and 7th house is all about marriage, partnerships. So you have huge possibility to get married, huge possibility to start a new relationship, huge possibility to conceive at this time. You can even start something out of creativity, your own intelligence, because 3rd house is also getting activated. You can start something uh, through your own strength and willpower, through your own intelligence. These all things can happen. Now, coming to Leo Lagna Rashi, for you, this is happening in your 10th house. Now, 10th house basically talks about your career, and here the energy of your 5th house and 8th house is going in the 10th house. Now, definitely, there will be lot of changes and transformations coming in your career, professional life. If any bad influence that can even lead to defamation and loss of job, and because the aspect will be going in the 2nd house, 4th house, and 6th house, if it turns out to be good, favorable in your case, then it will lead to good salary and comforts. But if it leads to defamation and loss of job, change of job, then it will lead to discomforts and disharmony in your life, along with disharmony in your family life and daily routine work life, and it can even bring fights. Both the situation can happen in the case of Leo. Now, coming to Virgo Lagna Rashi. For you, this is happening in your 9th house. And the energy of 4th house and 7th house is going in the 9th house and expanding the prospects of the characteristics of 9th house. 4th house talks about your mother, motherland, happiness, harmony, your comforts. 7th house is your marriage, your partnerships, your business partnership. Going in the 9th house to expand the, you know, your luck. So there can be a situation where your mother or your spouse could be a reason for the expansion of your luck, expansion of you to see the changes in your life, and maybe you can uh, even see an expansion in your family life at this time. And Along with that, you can even go for travels, to pilgrimages. And because the aspect from the ninth will be going towards the second house, the fourth house, sorry, the first house, the third house, and the fifth house. So the first house talks about your own wisdom, your own intelligence, your own overall serenity. Third house talks about your willpower, your strength, your communication, and your short distance travel. So there can be a short distance travel, lot of short distance travel at this time in these 1 years. You can even initiate something on your own, and luck will favor you most probably to bring that abundance of money and family stability in your life through luck. And similarly, this can even bring good relationships, a childbirth, or even uh, there can be a puja or some mantra sadhana or yagya at your home. That can also happen at this time. Now, talking about Libra Lagna Rashi, for you, this is happening in your eighth house. Now, the transit of Jupiter in the eighth house, the Taurus sign, is little bit tricky placement. Now, because the energy of third house and sixth house is going in the eighth house, so this these two energies going in the eighth house will try to expand the energy, the overall characteristics of the Taurus sign placed in the eighth house. Now, somewhere when eighth house will get expanded, so it has got both positive and negative traits. Positive traits can bring sudden inheritance in your life, sudden unearned money. If you have invested in stock market trading and anything related to it, then you can gain out of it. Suddenly, you can get money through your in-laws. You can get money from other people or your spouse. But this can even bring lot of tension, hurdles, problems, situations which are tricky and can bring anxiety. So when there will be expansion of eighth house, it will bring all the good and bad things related to it. Now from here, Jupiter will be aspecting your 12th house, your second house, and fourth house. 12th house talks about your expenses, your losses, even your sleep. So this can disturb your sleep also. Your bedroom pleasures, this can actually disturb your sleep at this time. Instead of you getting a peaceful sleep, it can disturb your sleep. And even it can bring expenditure also, if it can bring travels. Okay, unnecessary travels can come. Okay, and similarly second house, definitely this will help you in increasing the wealth. There there can be an increase in the wealth because of the unearned money that you get. Okay, this is the case for Libra Lagna Rashi people. But there will definitely be expansion in your second house, family expansion, family stability, and money stability. There will be expansion over there. And third thing, it will even expand your fourth house. So fourth house, good things expansion will be your comfort can rise, your happiness will rise. But along with that, because the tricky situations can come in from the eighth house, this can even bring discomforts and disharmony. It can suddenly disturb because the whole transit is for 1 year. Anytime it can bring both the things. Eighth house is hidden. Anything can happen in this 1 year, good and bad. So for Libra Lagna Rashi people, I would say this 1 year will be like a ride for you. Sometimes you will be sky high, sometimes you will be feeling very low. So this will be like a up and down kind of situation. So you need to be little bit aware of and cautious of the next 1 year. Coming to Scorpio, for Scorpio this will be happening in your seventh house. Now seventh house transit of Jupiter will be good for you in your case. And beautiful thing is, because the transit is happening in your seventh house, and the lord of the second house, and the fifth house, okay, the second house and the fifth house lord going in the seventh house somewhere, this will uh, this can bring marriage in your life. For all those people who were thinking about marriage, they can get married at this time. They can start a business partnership for increasing the wealth and family. The two things, the characteristics of Taurus sign will definitely uh, expand, but in a different way. For Scorpio Lagna Rashi people, it is in the seventh house, so you might get married, and with marriage, your family expansion can happen, and even wealth can increase because of it. And even you can start a business with a partnership, okay, and partnership can happen with any of the family member too. So this is for the Scorpio Lagna Rashi, and because the aspect will be on the 11th house and the first house and the third house, so the aspects are also very good. So ultimately these aspects talk about that the overall happiness in the family will be there, because your siblings houses, the third house and the 11th house, are also getting the beautiful aspect of Jupiter. So somewhere their life will see a new change, okay, and they will prosper at this time, and even the same thing will happen in your life. So overall prosperity I see for the whole family, okay, in the case of Scorpio Lagna Rashi. Now similarly for the Sagittarius Lagna Rashi people, for you this is happening in the sixth house. The energy of the first house and the fourth house is coming in the sixth house. First house is you, your wisdom. Fourth house is your comforts, your happiness. Suddenly your whole energy is going in the sixth house, in the house of the service, daily routine, work life. So to uh, Taurus talks about money and family. To get a source of money, or get a source of money for the money stability, so source of income for the money stability in your life, and stability in the family, you can initiate something. So this will ultimately can disturb your comforts and even your wisdom and intelligence, because ultimately you have your own self, because ultimately you have to be involved, you have to use your intelligence, you need to use your wisdom, you need to use your own fourth house not just talks about your motherland or your comforts or all those things, but even your emotional connections, okay, this also. So if you want to initiate something for the money, and you need to consider all these things, and there in the sixth house your energy will be going towards the sixth house matters. So the whole daily routine work life, or the daily routine life, will now see a new change. And that change, because the aspect is going on the second house, 12th house and 10th house, so there can be travels and along with that expenditure. Why? To bring stability, to bring money, increase in wealth in your life, second house, okay, and even 10th house, some career related, professional work related things. So this can be the most transform, and I won't say transformative, but basically for all the Sagittarius Lagna Rashi people will be for your own betterment. Like if you desired for that one click in your profession, that one change that can give you position where you can use your wisdom, intelligence, your emotions, this can be the right time to get that kind of work environment, work or job. But certainly this will even disturb your you know health. This can even disturb your health. Now talking about Capricorn, For Capricorn, Lagna Rashi, uh, for you, this is happening in your fifth house. Now, for fifth house, because the energy of your 12th house and third house is going in the fifth house. Now, 12th house and third house energy of Jupiter going in the fifth house somewhere can bring loss in relationship, okay? And you need to put lot of effort towards your relationship, because Taurus sign even talks about the bond, the relations with the family, the bond that has to be there, the emotional bond that has to be there. There can be some difficult situations in your life. And not just that, along with it, because it's in the fifth house, this energy of Jupiter can even help you initiate something out of your own intelligence, where you can get anything, any work related to MNC, or anything related to foreign element, where out of which you can connect or expand your creativity, your creative skills, through which you can expand your money, your uh, wealth. You can even bring stability in your family relationships, all these things. And because the aspect is going onto the first house, the 11th house, and the ninth house, so these aspects will somewhere increase the wisdom in you and bring you and connect to you with the social circle, with the social networks, with your friends, to gain those opportunities. Even you can go for travels, there can be a change of place even, and you can see different changes. You can travel, you can go to pilgrimages, you can go for higher education if you wanted to see. So most of the things are looking good for Capricorn. The only thing is that because the 12th house energy is going into the fifth house, that mean to say that Sagittarius energy is going into the fifth house. So somewhere, whenever the Mool Trikona Rashi, like that of Jupiter, goes into the sixth, eighth, and 12th house. In case of Capricorn, Jupiter, Mool Trikona Rashi Sagittarius is coming in the 12th house. So somewhere Jupiter gets weaker for Capricorn Lagna Rashi people, and in Capricorn, Jupiter gets debilitated. So this energy is going to somewhere disturb your relationships. Even it can disturb not just your relationship, some loss can be there, and even you can see that you are not able to focus much on the mm, the emotional side of your life, where you cannot use your analytical mind. You have to use your you need to use your emotions, your intelligence, not analytical mind. Analytical mind is basically for the Mercury, where you need to use for in the computer science, or mathematics over there, or in any deep sciences. Over here with relationships, you cannot use analytical mind. You need to use your intelligence, and that is emotional intelligence. Okay, so Jupiter also talks about that. That's what the difference between Jupiter and Mercury. Mercury basically only analyzes things. It is an analytical planet, while Jupiter is full of wisdom and intelligence. And intelligence are of very type. One of the intelligence is emotional intelligence. So this is for Capricorn. Now coming to Aquarius. For Aquarius Lagna Rashi people, for you, Jupiter will be transiting in your fourth house. Now the energy of 11th house and second house is going into fourth house. For you, this is a very good transit. Whenever Jupiter transit from the fourth house, and that too in the Taurus sign, it will increase all your comforts, your happiness, the bond with the mother, even the motherland. You might start feeling to go back to your motherland, to your mother, and you will get all the comforts and luxuries. You will even spend the money to buy all those comforts and luxuries. So this is actually a very good time for Aquarius Lagna Rashi people, for getting lot of gains and opportunities, for getting your desired fulfilled in terms of your home life, comfort, for your mother, for your motherland, for buying any property, anything like that, for your family, for that money stability and all those things. This is a very good time for Aquarius Lagna Rashi people, and the aspect of this Jupiter is going in your 8th house, your 10th house and 12th house. Definitely some travels, some shift is there, some transformations, good transformations, and even change in your career, or there could be a good change in your, maybe the comforts in your career life is also increasing. Okay. Then talking about Pisces. For Pisces Lagna Rashi people, for you this transit is happening in your third house. Now, whenever Jupiter transit from the third house, see, if it is placed in third house, it has different meaning. While if it is transiting in third house, what happens? These people become little bit lazy, and they desire to have everything without any much effort. So over here, it's actually a transit which can get you things very easily, and just because the sign Lord Sagittarius is there in the 10th house, and Pisces is there in the first house. So the energy of 10th and first is going in the third house. So these people in their work life, or for their own self, this time they feel like they get money, they get good food, good money, good good people around them, all kind of stability, family stability, relation, everything they get very easily flattered, because they have achieved so much. So they don't need to put much effort. So now it's the time they should get it easily. Okay. And they will get it without putting much effort. So the reason could be why, because the aspect of this Jupiter is going in their 7th house, 9th house, and 11th house. So all those people who wanted to start their own business or wanted to get married, this time can be really good for you. Ninth house talks about your luck. Your boss will favor your luck will favor, your father will favor. You can go for higher education if you want to. You can travel to pilgrimages. There could be travel in your life. Even your social network will increase. They will surround you all the time. Okay. And even you will get a lot of gains and opportunities from them also. So this is a very favorable time for Pisces Lagna Rashi people, and it says that everything you might get flattered like this, means you will feel like everything I should get easily because I have done so much till now. So this will be your mood for the next 1 year, because whenever Jupiter like planet goes in the third house, even the Venus, such people do not like putting too much effort. And because the energy of the 10th house and first house is there, it's all about themselves and their career. They don't want to put that much energy over there. They want everything to be platter because they have already done a lot of effort in their life. So they don't want to do that much hard work, because third house is all about willpower and hard work and you know strength. And here cruel plants do much better. And if the third house lord is getting afflicted somewhere, does much better than these soft planets. Okay. So this was my analysis for all the Lagna Rashi, how they will be impacted when this Jupiter will transit in the Taurus sign. Next video will be about how this Jupiter will transit to your natal planets. What are the impacts you are going to see in your life? Thank you so much. Please do subscribe to my channel, The Astro.